Kevin, Penny Stock. Hope you're doing well. Actually here still in Monaco, here for like kind of the second part of my honeymoon. And being here, knowing that just from a quick Google search that 1 in every 3 people here are millionaires, I kept thinking about, how can traders get advantage like that? How can they be able to utilize the information that millionaires know and implement to be able to trade or invest like that, right? So in this video, I'm going to teach you guys exactly how to do that, how you can know what the millionaires and billionaires of the world are trading. And fortunately, due to the SEC and other international regulations, there is an easy way for you to be able to follow that process and for you to be able to know and trade just like the millionaires and billionaires do. So, this is going to be a pretty short video because I want to get right to it. And so there's a really cool, you'll probably never hear those adjectives used to describe an SEC filing, but this is probably one of the best ones besides like quarterly earnings calls and conference calls like that. But there's a form that the top hedge funds of the world are required to file every single quarter of the year. It's called the Form 13F, right? And basically what it does is that for that quarter, it tells you and the world what exactly those companies have invested in. And they're required to disclose a certain threshold. I believe it's anything where they have about 5% worth of shares in, but I think it ranges. It's really been a tool that allows for people to know every quarter what the top hedge funds in the world are investing in. So if you wanted to invest like Warren Buffett, if you wanted to invest like any of the other kind of billionaire hedge funds out there, you can now do so. It allows you to have information to be able to do that. And actually, what I was doing last night was I was thinking about the same question before I made this video, and I came across this one YouTube channel called Investors Archive. Really great YouTube channel. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but it's basically just a compilation of interviews with billionaires out there, and really great information. It's great to be able to hear how they speak, how they conduct themselves, what they're thinking about, because they're caliber, they're billionaires. So it's just awesome to listen to them, at least for me. And through that, I came across this one hedge fund called Trian Partners, right? TRIAN Partners. Basically, they're an activist investor, which means that they go into companies like public companies. So they did Heinz, Kraft, they're doing Procter & Gamble right now. They go into companies that haven't been having the best earnings in the last couple of years or even the last decade. And they'll go in, they'll buy a large percentage of the ownership of that company. Now, again, these are multi-billion-dollar companies, so you can only invest or get like say 5%. Unfortunately, that'll trigger the Form 13F that we discussed, and it allow you to be able to see what they invested in. So this isn't any investment advice. This is purely educational. But last night after I did that, I saw that they had invested more into GE. And when you look at the stock ticker symbol GE, you can see that they've actually been trading at a pretty low stock price compared to their usual price history in the last 5 years. And I bought a decent amount of shares in GE, and it also has a great dividend yield, a 4% dividend yield. So even if I don't get some crazy momentum or swing trade, it's more of a long-term hold for me, because it allows me to sit and collect those dividends and hope for, since a company like this comes in, they've had a great success history of going into a company, buying seats on their board, and then being able to make proper adjustments to these companies. Being VP of finance in a multi-million-dollar company myself, I'm able to see how much waste there is in companies. And this isn't even that big, right? This is doing, say, between 5 and 50 million. But I can't even imagine companies that are doing billions of dollars, how much waste there is in those companies. And so activist hedge funds like Trian Capital Partners, they'll go in and buy seats on the board by buying enough shares, and then put in recommendations, put in new management, do certain board decisions in order to navigate and steer the company in a better financial direction. So Yeah, I mean, that was super useful for me, so I wanted to make a video. You know, if you want to know how to trade like the millionaires and billionaires, all you have to do is Google 13F, and every quarter they're required to do so. So you'll be able to get a lot of insight into what they're investing in, and you can probably follow the top hedge funds, the top investment banks that you prefer or that you have even heard about, and see what they're investing in, and then do your own due diligence. But it's still a way to get an origination or a source of ideas, right? A lot of people always ask me, how do I find the right stocks to trade? Well, you want to take good recommendations. Usually you can use a stock screener, utilize certain criteria to be able to get a handful of good stocks. But this is another great method. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at admin, that's ADMIN, at inpennystock.com. Definitely would love to hear from you soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.